So, hey guys, how's it going? So, I was thinking I should do a little bit of a different video on how you can improve your battery performance, extending it to the max capacity as possible, as fast as possible. So, first off, we're gonna need these two apps, which is the Android Assistance and Wake Lock Detector. But first off, we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the basic settings and the normal settings. So, first off, what you're gonna do is go to the Wi-Fi, and you can just turn off Wi-Fi when you don't need it and click on the advanced, keep Wi-Fi on during sleep, select it to never, and then what you can do is go to Bluetooth, and it'll not really that much affect battery, but you can clear out the transfer files when you it does reduce lagging and giving it you a little bit more of a performance. So right now what you can do is go to data usage and turn off the restrict background data when you actually use mobile data. So this will actually stop some apps and services from working, actually stop some apps working with connected Wi-Fi data. So once you've done that, you can go back and go to the more settings, and when you actually turn on airplane mode for that, so disable some wireless settings, wireless connections. With that, you can also disable NFC and also Wi-Fi direct as well. So let's get to the sound system, and you can just disable all of them, well, except ringtone you can actually disable all of them. Notification system, let's get it here a bit. That's so cool. And now let's you can disable these, silent mode on, and also sound and vibration, keytones, touch sound, all of them to be off. Now what you can do is to go to the display, and if you have a Super AMOLED display, then you can use a dark wallpaper, which will just give you a little bit more performance on battery. And now what you're gonna do is go to the weather, I mean not the performance, but the battery capacity. So right now actually you can disable weather on lock screen, and then you can disable brightness all the way to the lowest way possible, turn off automatic brightness as well, turn off automatic screen rotation and screen timeout at least 15 to 30 seconds, and if you want more, then you can just select it to 6 seconds with the help of Android Assistance. So now they can just disable post notification light, disable this is probably the main Illuminati question which I got, and but it doesn't really affect that much. But you can just turn off touch key duration and auto adjust screen power always on. So power savings, both of them to be turned on, and you can just power saving starts at 50% because that is probably the highest, and turn off everything, lowest brightness and screen timeout as well. So there's a couple of tips that you can follow, like dual core max, UI rendering speed. You can just disable all of these as well. You can just read it by pausing it, and it'll just help you as well. So now let's get to the storage, and it doesn't really affect that much. You can just reduce the lag, giving you a little bit more performance. Try deleting the caches and even formatting USB storage as well when you actually don't have any important files for that. I actually have a low storage space, sorry about that. And once again, then go to the battery, and here you'll be able to determine which app is actually draining a lot of battery. So right here is Screen and Android OS, because I don't know why these are actually causing it, but you can just turn these but you can just comment down and reply to I just don't know why. I'm a little bit confused with that. So now we'll get to the applications later, but you can also disable accounts and sync, location services all off, and then security, not that much, language and input. You can just disable vibration, sound, and everything else like that. And now what you're gonna do is disable dock settings, audio output, date and time. You can just manually set it instead of automatic, which uses network. So you can just turn that off. Accessibility, Android Assistance, if you have, once you've installed, you can turn that on. And then install web scripts, not allowed. And then motion, if you have that, you can turn that off. And this is the main actually part, which gives you a little bit of a more battery juice. So if you don't find the developer option, you can just go to about phone and keep clicking on the build number, and you'll find this developer option. So you can disable Windows animation, transition animation, and also the standard background, no background usage as well. So yeah, once you've done that, you can go to applications, And now what you're gonna do is go to the Alt tab right here, which you can see, and there are a couple of apps which I've disabled, like right here you can see it comes with pre-installed, so you can't really uninstall that. But if your phone is rooted, you can actually disable in these apps, or even uninstall those apps. But if not, you can actually just disable all of them right here. I have actually even disabled Play Store for some reason, because I don't really use all of them. So once you've done disabling all of this, you can also disable some AT&T apps if you have an AT&T carrier network for that. And yeah, also weathers, live wallpapers as well. So don't use live wallpapers; they actually consume a lot of battery. So right now, what you can do is go to wake lock detector, and you can find some apps which are actually draining a lot of battery. Go to the statistics, and you can just select these categories and try to find out which apps are draining a lot of battery. And right now what you can do here is go to Android Assistance, and you can just click on, oh man, the CPU, why is it so high? I have no idea what about that. You can just click on CPU and RAM, it'll clear automatically. Then go to settings, you can just start automatically, clear caches automatically, and you can just auto boost. And yeah, these are pretty much the ways. And now what you're gonna do, you can disable all the processes, the tools, and here you need to set the brightness all the way to low. And sleep, you can also set it to 6 seconds right here. And also you can turn on airplane mode, and then what you can do is go to battery usage, and you can find which apps are draining a lot of battery. So for that, so let's go to the tools again, and startup manager, you can just disable all of them, because we really don't need all of them. So yeah, these are pretty much some of the ways in the Android Assistant. So once you've done that, you can actually delete some unnecessary files and applications as well when you don't need it. So there's a lot of unnecessary apps files that you don't need it, so you can just clear out all of them except Android. Well, Android doesn't really affect that much. So once you've done those, you can go to Task Manager, and you can delete some unnecessary apps which really don't need it. So we can just clear inactive and just clear all of them, and go to storage. Oh man, I actually have low storage, I guess. So to extend battery, you can just read it and close unnecessary apps. And these are pretty much some of the ways you can do it. So the last step which I would really suggest is to turn on your phone or your device in safe mode. And the reason why the safe mode, we can really run any third-party apps, which will give you a lot of performance boost as well. So it won't really cause a lot of battery usage as well. So the last thing I really suggest is to remove these white gifts, which you can see right here, and yeah, and keep at least one page. You don't really need that pages. And yeah, so these are pretty much some of the ways, if you did follow, you'll be able to improve your battery life, at least. So yeah, so that is pretty much gonna be it. So if you guys enjoyed this, please do go ahead and drop a like, and also if this happens to be the first video you've seen by me, then please do consider subscribing and join the team Edgecraft today for more of these videos, and also MCP videos. So yeah, that is gonna be pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you guys in the next one.